Sophs back with another video. So this video is about Victoria Premier Daniel Andrews, who and another member of Victoria truly and full on offended South Australia. So if you guys haven't been keeping up for what we've been going through for 4 months, all of Australia has gone into lockdown. Some of the states are now reopening up borders, are now slowly lifting restrictions, and with how things are going in Victoria, which is really, really scary, we now have a second wave of COVID now happening in Australia. And between Victoria and New South Wales, Victoria being the most, we have another outbreak of COVID-19. Now, one of the things that really offended us is that because we nearly had an entire month worth of no cases of COVID-19, which is incredible, and with all of our stuff lifting, it makes it easier for some people to start slowly going back to work, because so many of South Australians and more Australians around the entire country have to give up their jobs to go into quarantine, and is why so many businesses are now struggling because of the COVID-19 pandemic and how it has, halted a lot of, money, a lot of, consumers, and so much more as well. So the reason why I am actually making this video is that the Premier of Victoria did offend all of South Australians, and this is what he particularly said, and I'm just waiting for it to come up on my computer, and I want you all to know it's not a good thing. It infuriated me, and it made me feel very highly upset, because I do live with someone who is high risk of getting COVID-19, and if she gets it, she will not be here anymore, and we want to keep her safe, and that means that I have to stay home to protect her. Then that's what I'll do. Okay, so just loaded up on my computer. So look, I don't want to offend to South Australians, but why would you want to go there anyway, which is what he said. I was very offended, the half of the entire country, like Victoria, New South Wales, and even Queensland, I feel are the most selfish parts of Australia. Yes, they're the main, sometimes tourist attractions here in Australia, but Western Australia, South Australia, Darwin, and including also Tasmania as well, we have incredible great potential of tourist attractions too. We have beautiful cafes, we have beautiful local businesses, we have a beautiful natural parks and landscapes and beaches as well. I'm very, very protective of South Australia because I'm a South Australian, but there's also flaws here in South Australia too that we have as well. Nothing wrong with that, but it's up to you what you do in your state and when you go to visit another state. Now, I'm not happy with the levels that have gone up in Victoria, and they have over, I think, 200 and now something cases, which I will talk about in my next video, which you guys will see very, very soon, and their numbers on the 30th of June, which I will put into that video. But I am just disgusted about how an entire state can ridicule another state that actually has been doing their part to stop COVID-19. I do want the Premier of Victoria to say to South Australia, I apologise, I'm sorry, this has been very stressful for all of us. We've all been doing such a great job, and even though some states are not letting people access Victoria, which I actually am very highly agree with, and South Australia won't be opening their borders to that particular state until they can get their numbers controlled, get back together, because I have seen that people have not been obeying the social distancing, and including, you know, staying home. I'm just at loss for words, because it should not be happening all over again. And we worked so hard to try and stay at 0 cases, and even though we have 3 new cases from the other day, which I wasn't happy when I woke up to it, but it was from a flight that came into Adelaide. So we're still holding firm. Hopefully some of our restrictions could go back just a tad, just to make sure that there is no more cases, just to make sure. And I will speak more about that in my next video. But to, you know, Victorian Premier, you need to apologise to us. You need to say, look, we're sorry, we shouldn't have said that, came out of anger and frustration, and let's continue combating COVID-19 together and as a country. But other than that, thank you so much for joining me for this COVID-19 video. All of my social media, my website, and all my YouTube series links are all down below. I will also put in some of the COVID-19 ones that I've always put in as I do these videos. The music that was played will be right at the end of the video. And also go check out my 2 recent uploads of my COVID-19 videos. Remember, this is all just in my opinion, helping me try and, you know, understand what is truly happening and in the world and how I truly feel. And on that note, I'm gonna go, and please try to be kind to one another, keep social distancing, and keep washing your hands.